What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Jay Leone here. My lighting looks off. With another review. Today we are looking at something. Well, first of all, before we get to what we're looking at, I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having a great week. Hope the weather's getting nicer if you're in a cold area. Finally got sunshine, 60 degrees today. Summer's upon us. I still hate Illinois, and I still am planning on moving, hopefully, to Florida in the winter. You don't care about that, and why should you? So anyways, we're getting to the review for the for an RTA, rebuildable tank atomizer. Today we're looking at the Goblin rebuildable tank atomizer from Youde.
The next one, nothing to kill. You don't believe it, but I'm betting that you will. Stop, no, I'll let you live a little bit with the pain that I bring. You know what?
So the Goblin RTA rebuildable tank atomizer from Youde. I didn't hear much about this till just recently. I saw a lot of people talking about it. A lot of people asking me if I've used it, if I haven't used it, in my opinions. So I got out there and I looked for it, and it was like 30. What did I pay for it? Oh my God, what did I pay for it? Oh, I paid $29.99 for it from vapenw.com. So yes, I used a different vendor this time because e-cigarette didn't have it in stock. Check them out, VapeNW. They got lots of gear if you're looking for gear or anything. They have lots of things and at very affordable prices. Very affordable. So anyways, I got it from them. And yeah, like I said, I heard a lot of buzz about it. I'm like, let me look at it. Let's see if this is any good. And yeah. I must say I'm thoroughly impressed with most of it for the most part. Let me give you some quick specs on this guy right now. For the specs that I have, at least, it's 46 millimeters in height, so lengthwise, obviously. It's all I hear. I'm reading it right off the freaking packaging. 7 millimeters by 3 millimeter large airflow holes, dual airflow holes, which you'll get a better look close up here. They are very Hooven airflow holes. It says copper pin contact. It's definitely not copper. It maybe was copper and then it's plated in silver, because it's yeah, it's not a copper colored contact. I mean, here, take a look for yourselves. I'll prove myself wrong. Yeah, see, it's it could be a copper or a silver plated copper pin. Not sure, but it is what else does it say here? It's glass tank. You get 2 tanks. It says leakage proof, and it's made of 304 grade stainless steel. It is not leakage proof by whatsoever. I actually, on my first build, let me really quick type this in: Goblin RTA. This is very unprofessional. Yeah, so the first build I put in here, it decided to just dump all the juice out, and it's probably because I wicked it wrong. But yeah, it did spew the juice all out. Like, the whole tank just emptied right out of the airflow holes. It just emptied. Let's see. Capacity. It's a 22 millimeter tank too, by the way, if I haven't mentioned that, which I don't think I have. 3 mil with the short tank, and it looks like it's a 4.2 mil with the larger tank in there. So that's that. Yeah, so it does leak. I mean, after I built it again, I haven't had that problem again, but juice just kind of, you know, like an atomizer, you get some condensation, a little bit of juice coming, not like spewing, but, you know, just juice and moisture around there. But I'm done talking. Let's get up close. Let's look at it. Let's break it down, and then we'll come back for some final thoughts. And
so
opinions.
Here we are up close with the Goblin from Youde Technology. You probably know Youde. Youde's made a lot of rebuildables. My first rebuildable Genesis atomizer came from them, and they made tons of drippers. The IGO W, the IGO 2, there's so many. IGO 7, I think they were up. But anyways, that's who makes this. Familiar packaging, very nice packaging. I can't complain. The packaging's very nice. Authenticity code here in this back. Some info about it. I got juice on my hand, I think. It says premium, whatever that means. And then you just open it up by sliding her out. And inside here, if you pull this ribbon, okay, well, first you open up the door, And yeah, it says some things my camera doesn't want to focus today. And then you can get your atomizer out of there. We'll look at that in a second. You go to the back and you open this up, and you'll find your goodies. Inside here, you'll find let me get this out of the glass. This is the 4 mil capacity tank here. I have the 3 mil tank in there right now, so if you want more juice capacity, use that glass tank that comes with it. This is the upgraded version, if I didn't mention that. You got the longer chimney here. So if you want to have the bigger capacity, use this chimney instead of the one that's in there right now for the shorter one. Screwdriver, O-rings, Canthol, Eco-Wool, basic bag goodies. But it's good that they include the 4 mil tank and the longer chimney. Chimney, I say it weird if you want to go that route. And you also do have some instructions here. But let's not waste too much time in the packaging. I took it apart and I cleaned it out, so this is it. Pretty nice looking tank, to be honest with you. It says Goblin in there. Airflow's down here. You can see how big this airflow actually is. You can see right through. It's very big, just like I read out earlier how big it is. I forgot already, but yeah, it's on both sides and it is fully adjustable. And it is very airy, folks. Very airy. So let's pull it apart real quick. Obviously, 510 drip tip area here. All your 510s will fit just fine. I got this nice drip tip from vaporbeast.com, and it's actually got adjustable airflow. See these pips here? You can see through it. Yeah, you could actually turn that, and you can see that's the inside here. And you just turn this section to adjust the airflow on there. But it's a nice little drip tip. It was like $4, so looking for a good drip tip. I'm surprised it was that nice actually from VaporBeast. So anyways, the top comes off here. It's all, like I said, it's 304 stainless steel, and in here you'll have an O-ring and some threads there. Then you'll have your, I think this is, I'm doing the up close portion first, so my specs are all going to be fucked up, but I believe it's a 3 mil tank right here, a Pyrex glass tank. And then you have your chimney right here, which unscrews. Threads seem to be really nice on that. You can see it says Goblin. It's got an O-ring up top with some threads, and this does break apart. So you can take it fully apart if you want. And if you were using the bigger glass tank, you would replace the short chimney with the longer one included. And then this section here does come off. And you also have another red O-ring there. And then you have the build deck. This build deck is really small. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell on camera here, but Phillips head screws on top. You got these nice big channels here for your juice and your wicks. I'm not going to show you how to rebuild it on this video, but if everything goes according to plan, this video and another video will be uploaded at the same time, and the other video will be the rebuild portion if you guys are inclined to see it. I'm going to do it that way, so if you don't want to watch rebuilds, you don't have to watch that video. So for those that do, watch that video after you watch this, and I'll be showing you how to rebuild this on camera. Hopefully it goes well. So yeah, small deck here. It's very small, and it's a little difficult to build. Doesn't really, it's cut a couple wires for me when I was screwing down the terminals, but for the most part, not nearly as bad as some. Holes are good enough, fit 24 gauge, no problem in there. And there's your big airflow holes on each side, so the airflow is coming from under the coil. And they are centered, which poses a big problem when building, because you do have to get your coil all the way over to the center, which means you have to build a center post build, which is a little bit tricky if you've never done it before. So yeah, and then yeah, that's it. Oh, the airflow part comes off here too, and you clean down in here if you want. There's an O-ring that this just sits on, and that's basically how it works. 510 threaded here, threads are smooth. 510 pin here. I'm not sure if it's adjustable. I tried and it didn't seem to move, so I wasn't trying to break it. So I'm gonna go with not adjustable, but not sure. It says Youde on the bottom. Looks like a serial number, the year 2015. And then a fill screw right here. Very nice fill screw. It's very easy to grab onto with a screwdriver. But that is really the up close on it. Yeah, because I'm not going to do a rebuild on here. So let's go up top. We'll talk about it. We'll talk a lot more about it, actually, because there's a lot to talk about on this guy. And do that. Let's go.
So yes, this is definitely a fucking cloud chucker. I mean, no two ways about it. If you're not a lung inhaler, you don't like lung inhales, you're not gonna like this. Let me see. Actually, though, let me just check myself as I talk. Zip that air down. You can, but it's very uncomfortable because it's too intense to be done that way. You can mouth inhale it. It's not a comfortable mouth inhale, but because you can't close the airflow hole basically all the way off, so you can do that. And now let me get it back open. Airflow is very easy to open and close. Filling it, that's like an old K-Fun. You take the screw out and you fill it through the hole in the bottom. Emptying the tank, now that's a little bit of a bitch because it's all threaded together. The chimney has threads on the top, and the top threads into that. And did I crack this, or what is that? Huh. No. Okay. I have a crack. I'll try to show you that in a minute. God. What the hell was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, emptying juice. You have to basically take the top off, close your airflow, and hold the tank down because the glass is being held by pressure. So, you know, and then finagle your juice out, but it's not the easiest to do. But but you know, it is what it is for a $30 RTA that, in my opinion, just looks to shit. I mean, I really do like the look. You do not get a drip tip, like I said. This one came from Vapor Piece, which is really nice if you're looking for adjustable airflow drip tip for like $4. Yeah, it's a pretty good drip tip. It wicks well. I haven't got a dry hit on here when built properly, at least. And the flavor is pretty darn good. I have it in a shorter mode, and the reason I have it in shorter mode is because I like shorter things. I like my tanks to be smaller, my drivers to be smaller. That's just the way I am. It's a little bit of a warm vape, but not like a hot vape. It's just warm, a little bit warm, but comfortable for me. Now, if you want more capacity, throw in that bigger tank, slapping it longer chimney. It's probably going to cool down the vape a little bit, but you know, if you don't mind that, there's no problem. I just like the way it looks just like this. What else can I say about it? I mean, the build. Okay, let's talk about the build deck. The build deck sucks. It really just sucks. I mean, there should be more room in there. Having to compromise the size of my coil to a 1.9 millimeter coil instead of my 2.5, so I can't even use my coiler, so I had to go back to building coils by hand, which now I'm getting spoiled. I don't like to do that. So that's a little bit of pain. You know, you don't have much room, and you have to center the coil over that air hole in the bottom there. So that's a pain. Putting cotton in there, you know, you just got to do it just right. Otherwise, you will have hell of a lot of leaking problems. Hell of a lot of leaking problems. So that's a major con of the build deck. If you can get past that and you're an experienced builder, I wouldn't say I'm the best builder, but I'm experienced enough to where I can figure it out after a while. You'll be alright. You'll be alright. Did I mention this thing is airy like a motherfucker? I mean, it is just airy. I don't even have it open all the way. I have it halfway open. If I take it all the way... Yeah. Too airy for me. I like a little restriction on my airflow. So actually, I've been using it like this, believe it or not, and that's still very airy. And let me show you, if I can show you here. I don't know if it's a crack or I dropped it or what. I don't remember ever noticing this. Let's see if the camera will be gentle and kind and focus. Why would you? Where is it? Nah, it's not going to pick it up. It's like a hairline. It looks more like a scratch, not a crack. Yeah, you can't see it. I don't know. Maybe it's a scratch. Maybe I dropped it. Who knows? But that's pretty much it. I don't want to spend too much time on this because it is a rebuildable tank atomizer. Great airflow if you're looking for lots of airflow. This guy's got it. Dual coil setups. Wicking is great. Look is great. My opinion, obviously. K-Fun style-esque, I should say. It's K-Fun-esque. But obviously, this is meant for sub-ohming and cloud chasing. And really good on flavor. Have I said enough? Hopefully I have. That's it. I recommend it highly. I highly recommend it if you're a real rebuilder and you like rebuilding things and you just like all the gadgets out there in the world and you want something with good flavor that's not easy to build on and is a cloud chucker. So that's it. I hope this review was helpful as always, guys. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I'll put a link down here in the corner, and I'll have links for where you can get them and whatnot down in the description. But until next time, live well.
Next one, then I'm gonna kill you. Don't believe it, but I'm betting that you will. Stop, no, I'll let you live a little bit with the pain that I bring. You know it's only the beginning.